met Gary when he called my company to come to the Birchmere to do some work, and I wouldn't respond to him. And I was like, there's no way they can afford me. Finally, they called enough that I finally came out here, and I was talking to Dawn, who's head of his wait staff, and telling her that, and all of a sudden I hear this voice behind me say, why don't you let me decide what I can afford? And so that's how I met him and did a lot of work for him for many years, and then we got together, and we were together for 13 years. He talked about what a difference it made when he started playing live music. He loved it. He loved the music, and he cared very, very much about that this place was run properly and that it was a listening room that the acts would love to play in, and they did.
He was an amazing man who just seemed to care so much about not only his patrons and the musicians, but his staff. I mean, the greatest memories are just seeing him sitting on the bench in front of his music hall and just having people come up to him and just want to talk to him all the time about memories they had of the Birchmere and different shows they had. And he was so much part of these people's lives, and this place was so much a part of their lives that it was just wonderful to see, and so touching that he had made such a difference in everyone that walked through these doors.
Sometimes the sense of gut is the thing that makes the difference. And occasionally you'll be wrong because that's just the nature of our line of work. More often than not, he was willing to add that to the equation, as one has to in a business which is not very cut and dried. We have presented artists from all over the United States and the world of many, many different genres and have presented them successfully. We've been right more often than not. I'd say at least 80 to 85%, which is a good average to have.
You know, one time he announced that we had a place in Florida, go to Florida for 10 days, and I thought, well, this will never happen. So I took random pictures of him from all over the place when he wasn't watching me, and I had those big cardboard cutouts done. I said, listen, don't worry about it. It's going to be like you never left the place. He made it 5 days, and he hated being away from this place. It was really hard for him. I can honestly tell you, I don't think he ever understood the impact at all. He'd be stunned at the things people say to me about how much they thought of him and how much they liked him in this beautiful business that he built. It was just what he did every single day, and he never really thought about the enormous ramifications. It was an honor to be married to him. I was lucky. I was really, really lucky. I learned a lot from him, a lot. So I was lucky. We had a good run, and I got the dog.